Good afternoon. I'm Gary Linden. I'm the curator of the Chicagoland Combined Veterans Museum, located in River Grove, Illinois. Today we're going to look at another Japanese flag, which we have right here. This is made of silk. It's two-sided. It does have ties. It's a meatball flag, but there is something very unique about this one. The corners are reinforced, but the edges all the way along are flipped over and sewn, and there are little pieces in here that actually will float in water, and this would be for a Japanese pilot, that if he got shot down and if he was in the water, he could take this out and try and lay it on the surface of the water to help somebody see him out there. And this is the only one of these I've ever seen. But I think that makes this kind of unique. There is one tiny blood stain up at the top. This, it appears to be a headband. That's what I think this is. This has a small meatball on it and all different characters. But this would be folded up and then pulled around and tied around his head. This is just one of the booklets that our government printed on Japanese Army uniforms and insignia. There, once again, is that 5-pointed star. And they have the Japanese Army. This section is Navy with the chrysanthemum. Information on them there, and we have some uniforms. There's one of those Japanese officers' Navy dress sword like we showed in a previous video. This just shows different ranks, more uniforms. Here would be a naval officer's sword because you have the double ring. More different uniforms and whatnot, ranking for the Japanese Navy. That's this booklet. And here's another book that our government printed in 1944. And it's a handbook on the Japanese military forces. As you can see up on the top, it's restricted. But this just has all sorts of information on pretty much everything that they knew at the time about the Japanese military. Different photos. And here's a couple of planes. Just a wealth of information for our troops. In closing, I would just like to say to all our military forces from the past, the present, and the future, thank you for your service.